Batman and Robin, courageous warriors against crime, they are off once again to the rescue.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
All right, let's go. All right. I can discontinue this thing here. Welcome, everyone. How's everybody? Glad to see you.
What up?
Oh. Hey. How are you, Surcam?
I'm doing well. How about yourself, sir?
Surviving.
How's Pops doing? Did Pops get his books this week?
Oh, surprisingly, yes. This saved me from jumping off a building somewhere. Yes. Oh, I see one on top there. I like that one you got on top.
Nice little stack of books there.
Yep. Got 15 this week. Normally it's like last week was 5. Triple that. Yeah, that's a smooth stack, we call it.
I don't know if Stan Lee said this, but I heard he said it. It's like, comic books are like boobs. They feel so much better in your hand,
Stan Lee must have said that. I'm sure it sounds like something Stan would say.
So it feels so good.
Totally not. But what the hell? I like to attribute it to him anyway. All right, welcome everyone. This is the weekly live stream of my Comic Son and myself that we do every Wednesday. And that's brought to you by the Alternative City Shop. I not only love reading indie comics, but I've self-published several indie comics of my own. You can find them on my Alternative City Shop, which has a link below this video. There, you'll find, along with my comics, t-shirts, stickers, and mystery boxes, you find pins and magnets that are called CBOs, or comic book originals, which are buttons, magnets, and pocket mirrors that I make from superhero comic books. These are one-of-a-kind items made from images cut directly from comic books, not photocopies, so each one is unique.
Boom.
Goes
There
to
it
dynamite.
is.
What's
Link
up?
down below.
Oh, that was a fun time last Friday night, man, with our little show where we gave away our not anniversary, but the best of 2023. We gave away a few things and talked to folks for like a part of 2 hours.
By we mean you.
Well, the royal we, so we are not amused. Yes. And we got this other thing coming up.
The chat is popping. Oh yeah, go ahead. Let's do the chat real quick, and then we'll talk about that. We got Phil's Treehouse. What's up, Phil? Good to see you, homie. Always good to see Phil. We appreciate you being here every week, man. It's always really nice and cool to see you. Of course, the lovely Miss Janet is here. Ever so supportive. I thought that was so cute when you were kind of coughing and choking up, and she pops in with something to drink for you. Just always thinking about you. You married well. You married well when you got that kind of thing. We also got 80s guy in the house. What's up, 80s guy? Good to see you, homie.
Hey, man.
And we have I need to get some more flavored whiskey just for 80s guy. I don't actually have any right now, so I need to work on that. We got Rude in the house. What's up, Rude? Good to see Rude.
Hey, man. What's going on?
We played this one in a while.
Oh, we probably haven't. If we did, it didn't come out that well. But hey, here it is.
Weed every day.
Yeah, you can even hear it.
What's up,
Rude?
We got Sledhead is in the house. What's up, Sledhead? That's a cool name.
I love that name.
Yeah, Hooked on Juno representing Alaska. What's up, homie? Always good to see you. Peter Regatta is in the house. Larry Love. We got Stapled Spine in the hizzy.
Oh, wow.
He had some funny comment. I got a meme that's going viral right now, and Staple has some funny comments on that one.
Oh, really?
It was the one with the X-Men music. I found this clip of this dude he's at some concert and he's getting emotional about it. I don't know. He must. Look like he just popped a pill or something. He was just rolling hard or something at this concert.
He's peaking.
I put the X-Men music on it and imagined how it would feel to hear that music in Deadpool 3. And that thing is going gangbusters. It's already my second best one of all time.
Is that right?
My best one is 1.8 million. I think this one's at like 200,000 now. So it's on its way. Man. I went to lunch with some friends today. It was dope. I went to lunch with some friends today, and I was telling them I had a meme that was doing some numbers. And my friend was like, "Oh, I saw that. I didn't know that was you." I was like, "Yep,
ain't that something, man?"
But that's cool. Like I'm out here, being seen. They don't know it's me, but it's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here making moves. What's up? So yeah, that was fun. But what were you talking about the show?
Yeah, just that we had fun last Friday, and look forward to next month, which won't be that far from now because it's going to be early in the month, like on the 2nd. We'll be celebrating our anniversary, and we'll be doing much of the same.
I'm gonna have to come up with a giveaway for that one for the anniversary. I don't know what yet, but we'll come up with something.
Yeah, and so I'll get those things out to everybody. I have not left the house. I kid you not until today. Last Wednesday I went out, and today I went out because it's been like Staple Spine Jack says, it's been crazy in the PNW, man. He's frozen over down in Oregon. And we're not much better up here.
So much drama in the PNW. It's hard being staple speed.
We're not used to this, man. I mean, when we get like an inch of snow, that brings everything to a halt. It's like Atlanta getting some snow.
Hey, I said it before and I'll say it again. Global warming my ass. Am I right, guys?
There you go.
Am I right? Where's this global warming?
There you go.
We got Jose sneaking in saying he's sorry for missing for the last few streams, but you never have to apologize for that. You're not here every week. You're not here every week, but it's super cool that you might be here, man.
You ain't punching no clock, man. We glad to see you.
Thanks for coming through today. Always good to see you when you are able to make it. We all got real life, man. We're just some grown men talking about comics, so we don't have expectations of you being here every week.
I know, right?
But when you are here, we're happy that you are here,
Yeah.
We also got Shop for Comics also sneaking in. Check out the Shopverse. I am a member of the Shopverse. I'm in there as the Silver Centurion Iron Man, which I am super proud to be a part of that universe. Check out my man on Instagram, man. That's a fun thing that he's been doing. He's been giving a bunch of members of the community cartoon characters, and it's really cool, man.
Yes, I have mine too. I'm Luke Cage. I use it for my avatar on New Comics Day on the what do you call it there on what do you call it? League of Comic Geeks. Yeah, that place we always go to.
Very awesome, man. I love it. So that's a real cool thing. And another thing that I like about what he's doing is it's highlighting members of this community in a fun way. So I really, even when I don't know who they are, it's really cool that he's doing that for so many cool people, So shout out to Shop, man. Good to see you, homie. Iowa Hawkeyes football, punting is winning. What's up? Let's go.
Punting is winning?
Yeah. I got that from Becker, man. He said Iowa. It's funny. I got that from him, but now when I say it, he gets mad. So
funny you say that, but that used to be the entire attack of the Bears. They would just play defense and punt. Oh, right. We did defense gets the ball back, kick a field goal or punt it.
I am excited to see what the Bears are going to do with this offseason. Will they keep Fields and trade down, or were they going to get rid of Fields and take one of these quarterbacks? It's got to, things haven't gone well, but if they play their cards right here, this could be a new season, especially I think what they should do is keep Fields. I believe that they can build him into a quarterback if they can put the right pieces around him and trade down from this number one spot. Get a gang of picks, maybe trade down more than once, and then just clean up, getting up role players that you would need to get this thing done, man. I think this, the Bears always screw it up, but I think they've got a big opportunity here, man. I hope they nail it.
Yeah, on that we agree. I feel like they should do this exact same thing, but more I'm hearing here, well, not here, but on Chicago sports radio, which I still listen to, is that a lot of people are just saying like, yeah, they're gonna go ahead and get the kid. They're gonna go ahead and get Williams. I feel like they're going to go ahead and get him and probably deal Fields to Atlanta or somewhere. He's going to go on to be an all-star down there.
Well, honestly, if they go that route, I agree that they should keep Fields. But if they don't keep Fields, if they get some decent trades pieces for Fields, I don't know how much they can get, but if they can still get some trade pieces for him, get their guy, and then use that second pick to go make some moves, I think even that path can be a really awesome path for them as well. So either way.
Yeah, I think they can't lose unless they use the second pick, use the first pick, trade Fields, and then pick one of those other quarterbacks other than Caleb Williams. That would just be just the Bearsiest thing to do. They would just bears it up so badly. It's like, we're going to be smart. We're going to pick another guy with that number one pick.
I don't think they're going to Mitch Trubisky it again.
I hope they don't Mitch Trubisky it up like they did last time.
But Cali Comics is with you. He thinks he's thinking they're going to pick Caleb as well.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
Bear down, Harrison Jr., please. I'm hoping to get. I've got a dynasty league that it's my first dynasty league. Well, it's not. It's my first dynasty league where you get draft picks. I've never had this one, so you can trade draft picks. You get draft picks, and I'm hoping to snag Marvis and Harrison Jr. in this next one, man. We'll see. I'm excited. I'm already excited for the next round of football, man. Let's bring it back. It's such an exciting time. I was thinking about it this last September, when football was starting up and college football was starting up. God, it was so exciting. And this year's going to be even more exciting because we're going to have hopefully we'll have college football back on video game systems. So I'm going to have a 30-plus man dynasty league going while all this is starting. It's just going to be when that comes back around. I can't wait, man.
Yeah, man. I don't really understand the whole. That's something if I could get into, but then it would turn into work for me. Now I got to pay attention because now my money is involved. So
fantasy football, you mean?
Yeah, fantasy. It seems like it could be fun, but it could be profitable, but it could also be like a pain in the ass once you start picking a bad player or something.
That's why I have 3 teams. I've had 2 teams for the longest time, and I just allowed myself to add a third one. But that's why I won't add too many teams because it does become work. If you're trying to manage a bunch of teams, it stops being as fun. But I have one league I've been in for 20 years and another league I've been in for 10 years and then 1 year in my third league. But it's crazy. I'm old enough to have been in a fantasy football league for 20 years now. Jeez.
That's amazing. Wow. That's amazing.
2004 was our first season. So this next season will be our 20th season.
Now, Sledhead.
I've never won. So
no way.
I've gotten second 5. I've gotten second 6 times. So I've gone to the championship game 6 times and I've lost.
Man,
6 times. It's
you have more persistence than Charlie Brown. You keep
I am the Buffalo Bills. I am the Buffalo Bills of my fantasy football league. It's devastating, man.
On paper, they look good.
You know how much it sucks to get to the championship game and at this point I know I'm not going to win. I know I'm getting second because I just can't win the championship game. It's killing me.
Now, Sledhead, I wouldn't feel so bad about your Eagles. They did. It seemed like they were not there, though. I mean, the town of Philly, it seems to me, had already given up by the time before the game even started.
I think the town of Philly saw what was on the field. I don't know that they gave up, but they saw what they had on the field. I'll tell you, the shots of Jason Kelce at the end, that made me sad. I love me some Jason Kelce, man. I really love that guy.
Did he get injured in that game?
No, it's just we all know it's probably his last game.
Those shots. Okay, yeah, those pictures of him. Yeah. He's
probably retiring, and to see them lose that way, and to see him, that be his last game, it was just sad to see. Because
that does suck. He did get a Super Bowl ring, though, right? He was with the team that he was spending. Yeah, he's got to get a ring.
Nick Foles. He won one with Nick Foles.
With Nick Foles. Nick Foles. Right. God bless you wherever you are, Nick Foles. Yeah, but being an Eagles fan, at least you didn't suck as bad as Dallas, man. Oh, my God. What happened with Dallas? Dallas just got – the only time I ever rooted for Dallas was, like, against the Packers, and they just laid a fucking egg. Like, are you kidding me? Like, this is Tony Romo-esque. Tony Romo could have done even worse than this. At least he would have been in the game to the very end and then found a way to blow it. But this team just like, what happened? What was that? I know Jordan Love is great and everything, but that's ridiculous, man. That's obscene.
I had a couple of Dallas Cowboy memes that are doing pretty well too. So check those out.
I'll just find those. Yeah. America's team, the one we all love to hate. That's right.
Yeah. I felt, you know, that was one of my memes was, you know, you want the Cowboys to lose because you hate them and their fans, but like that was so sad. Like I felt bad.
I almost felt bad for him. Yeah, I mean,
that was sad, dude. That was so sad.
Very sad. Yes, that was. I kind of like Dak, so I kind of felt bad for him, you know. But man, that was something else.
And Stables. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying, like Baker Mayfield, is he going to be proved to be, you know, the truth now? He's coming into his own.
I lost money on him. I hammered his under passing yards. I did not think he was going to be able to, which is dumb in hindsight because the Eagles' passing defense sucks. But like I thought, Baker Mayfield sucks so much that he would not be able to pass, and I hammered that under and lost my butt on it. Man.
He's unpredictable. He's unpredictable. That's probably a safe bet. I was so surprised to see how well he did. You know
I'll be back on that under. Who they had? Dallas. Oh yeah, hammering the under in Dallas.
Yeah,
not Dallas. Detroit. Sorry, Detroit.
Yeah, whose Lions are roaring, by the way. Congrats to them. You know.
Shout out to Phil. I know Phil is excited.
Yeah.
Cole's Comics and Claims. I think he's actually a disc golf channel now, but he told me he was at the game and it was amazing.
Oh wow, yeah, and you're inside, which is even better in the cold ass Midwest.
Rude, that makes one of us. I'm worried about the Bills, but I am not looking forward to playing the Ravens. I'm not. Ooh. I'm scared of the Ravens. It's Lamar's year. I'm scared of them.
See, those of us who don't have a dog in the fight can't wait to see that. We can't wait to see those two powerhouses face off.
This weekend is going to be, and that's the thing about your team. It's awesome that your team is in it, but it's also so stressful. Like this game weekend, this game is going to be insanely stressful for me. Like I remember last year when Mahomes got hurt. Like, oh my God, the stress levels were just through the roof. I can't believe that we won after he hurt his ankle in the AFC Championship game, and then he went on to win the Super Bowl on that ankle. Man, the stress levels were out of control. Ugh. I know C Bizzle's excited about the Lions too.
C Biz is here. What's up? What is up? How you doing, sir?
Detroit is in the building. Michigan is out. Could Michigan do it? Michigan Wolverines, national champs. Detroit Lions, Super Bowl champs. Could everything be coming together?
Could happen.
It's been, what is it for the Michigan? It's been since 96 or 97 since they shared a title. And then it was like 1940 something when they had an outright title and they finally break the streak. We've got this long Lions streak that's finally broken. And not only do they break it, they go and win to the Super Bowl. And both teams would be happy because the Rams got their Super Bowl with Stafford and the Lions got their Super Bowl with Goff. So both franchises would have won from that trade. It would just be crazy. It would be crazy. I would rather the Chiefs win, though. Fuck you guys.
Nothing personal.
I don't give a damn about any of that.
All I want is the Lions to just knock out, or somebody to knock out the Packers. If the Lions knock out the Packers, man, I will be a Lions fan. I'll tell you, I just don't like those guys. That's just
could be Michigan's year. See, Bizzle, we'll see.
Could be.
How many books did you get this week?
Oh, only 15. But who's counting? Only 15, you know. So
did you read Phantom Road yet?
Oh my God.
That book, man. Like, what is good?
Did I read the last? I didn't read the last one yet. Oh, did it come out today? I did. Yeah, I didn't read it. No, I haven't read. I read the one before that. It's been pretty crazy.
The last panel of this book is nuts.
A Phantom Road? Okay.
Yes. And I don't like it. And I don't know what's going on.
Don't like it. Yeah. Well.
No, I like the book. I just don't like. I'm like
the results.
Yeah, the creepiness of what's going on, the unsettling. It's very unsettling.
Crazy, man, with the bear. I don't know what's going on there.
Another book. I'll wait till you pull it out because I'm sure you got it today. But I've been slamming. I told you I've been slamming through a book today that is really good.
You know, I got that one. Yeah, I mean, if it came out today, I probably got it. If I don't, it's probably coming from my comic shop. But with 15 of them being pulled, starting with She-Hulk, which is this lovely Jim Bartell cover here. Isn't this nice?
That was not this week, is it? No.
That's last. Yeah, well, maybe last week because I missed a few last week. So this could be last week. Yeah,
you scared me. I was like, did I miss a scene?
What? That's why.
I'm pretty sure I have that cover though.
Who is this? It's not Crystal. Is it Ben Grimm's ex or who is that? This random redheaded chick?
Is it the Hellcat lady?
It might be Hellcat. Yeah, it might be Hellcat, but it's a very, very cool Jim Bartell cover. Like because any other kind. Yes. And a lot of Marvel this week. Some I read like She-Hulk, and some like this one I just buy for covers. This is ASM number. What is it? Number 42. It should be one. Some of this. It's number 42, and this is such.
Is that a variant? That's a variant,
right? Yeah. This is like very, very Ditko-esque. So maybe kind of think of it because he's wearing his clothes, his costume under his clothes, and you can see a lot of people in the background, like the way that Ditko used to draw them and everything. He's wearing his glasses like young Peter Parker. Don't know much. Yeah, me too. I mean, just like for a person that doesn't read ASM at all, I got so many ASMs, so many covers. Miles. I'm a little behind on Miles, but I do read him. This is number 15.
As well. That's a nice one.
Yeah. So this is that's why I got two of them. Okay. All right. This is every 2 weeks, I guess now, as long as this gang war crap is going on. So I got to catch up on that. And because I get Miles, I also got this one. I guess they put it in my stack, and I guess I might need this because this is also, I think Miles is involved in this. Those giant size.
I don't have that one, huh? I might have to go get that.
It says giant size 50. What, 50 years? It's not 50 issues. I don't understand what the 50 is for. So I think it's 50 years of Spider-Man.
That's Miles on the cover, though, right? So
yeah. Oh, that's Miles fighting Venom. So
I feel like I need that book now. Damn, I missed that.
That's why they gave it to me. I guess if you're reading Miles, you need this. So I think you might check that one out. See, my peeps at the Danger Room look out for me, man. They took care of you, man. They took care of it, brother.
U.S. pop culture comics.
I know, right? This, man, I'm excited about this. This is Avengers Twilight. This is a futuristic one with old man Steve Rogers, and it's like I peeked inside. There's old man Luke Cage using a walker or some shit. Like, oh my god, this is something. This is like
on my Twitter profile is very comics focused, but this book was trending on my Twitter profile.
Yeah,
it looks a lot of people who really enjoyed this. I have not read it yet myself.
With Chipster writing it.
Sledhead is in on it. And Sledhead mentioned that John Size Mile is a reprint. That sounds right. Because I was not aware of that one.
What's a reprint?
The giant size Spider-Man. I think that he said it might have been a reprint, yeah.
Oh, those clever bastards snuck it in on me. Snuck it in on all of us. But still, it's probably something that may tie into the future of Miles or whatever. But it's cool. Yeah, I feel this could be something, man. With Chip Zdarsky writing it, and
I like Chip. That's why.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I thought futuristic old man Cap.
I support it. They're asking about the chat's asking about Guma, and I think that's with Titan Comics, which my shop never has that. So I don't actually have the store versions of it, but I did get the Kickstarter for Guma. So I have some Kickstarter covers, including a dope Lee and Hyuk Lee cover that I love. So I have read the first one. I can't remember it, but I have read it.
I haven't even seen it in my store. I'm gonna have to look for it online, I guess, or maybe
it's not that because it's Titan. So if your store doesn't carry, I think it's Titan. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys. But if your store doesn't carry Titan books, you're not going to see it.
Yeah, I remember we looked at it a few times in the preview, like our weekly preview, but I never have seen it in person. So
it's nice art. I like the art.
It looked very spooky.
What is it? Jung-gun Yoon or something like that? I'm probably butchering his name, and I'm sorry, but I like that. I like his art style. But he's writing it.
Titan. Yeah, I mean, it looked very interesting, and the art is amazing. Yeah, see now, you guys pulling my coat to stuff too. I appreciate that. I'm gonna have to dig that up.
Geriatric Avengers. Is
I know, man. As quickly as you possibly can.
Brian LCS in the chat, the man, the myth, the legend behind the Comic Book Community Awards. The community is behind the scenes right now, working on what the next one's going to look like. And I'm excited to get started on being annoying and advertising it when it's time to get going. So shout out to Brian. What's up? Good to see you, homie. I appreciate all you do, sir. I really
absolutely. Really do. Yeah, you sounds like a guy, Jack, is like you're reading ASM. Doesn't sound like a book you would read, but I don't know. Fighting arthritis. Yes, fighting arthritis with Advil. Yes, that's what they're doing. All right, so that's all the Marvel, I guess. No DC. I wonder why. Anyway, Abbott, 1979, number 3. Haven't read any of these yet, but I will catch up on those very soon. They're a pretty quick read.
You've read the previous series with her? I don't know anything about that one.
Yeah. It's I read there's been 2 so far. So the third one, I read the second one. And that was pretty good because they referred back to the first one a lot and it caught you up on all that stuff. So I didn't miss too much. The Hollywood Special. The Hollywood Special has been very, very good. This is another period piece at the end of, right around the end of World War II. Got people just, finding out about some of this mine cave in, and this Hollywood star who's actually kind of washed up and going broke, and she's going through some things down in this cavern. She discovers some very spooky things. Good series. All of that Dark Spaces stuff has been very good. I'm surprised how good they are actually. So this is about D&D here. I've been DMing live D&D for friends here in Portland. Huh.
Yeah, he's taking it old school, baby.
Oh, wow. 1989. Hey, that's what you call adapting, sir.
I wouldn't mind, if I had the time, I wouldn't mind going back and playing a multi-user dungeon, which is D&D in text format. I miss those days, man. I miss my old friends I had on those games. Those were fun.
See, I never did that. I mean, I've been around. I could have done it, but
I got made fun of so hardcore, man. I got made fun of so much for it. It was crazy.
That's all right. Who's laughing now? Damn it!
I think they're still laughing.
Well, fuck them. You got viral videos. Well, where's their viral video?
I don't show them.
Yes.
No, they used to make fun of me. They say, are you going to? Because they would go out to drink, and I would be like, I think I'm going to play this mud. And they're like, you're going to go find the sword and the stone, Marcus? Yeah, I am.
I got your sword and your stone right here. All right. Yo, so what Sledhead has number 1 blown up? Because I ordered number 1 from my comic shop.
What did it blow up for? I haven't heard anything about this.
I heard it's very good. I mean, almost like remember when it
blew up for story and not some BS first appearance or something?
It could be a combination of both.
I get excited when they blow up for story. Like when 8 Billion Genies blew up, it was for story. And I like that. I get excited for this.
And it's still keeping a pretty good price too. You look at them now; they're like number 2, number 3, and then all those subsequent issues are also very pricey. But the number 1, of course, is the most pricey. But yeah, I think when the first Ultimate Spider-Man came out with Bags and Bendis, that one was like a low print run and caught people off guard. So maybe this kind of happened to people. I mean, I was thinking like, another Ultimate book, big deal. But it looks like that whole Ultimate series that came before that was very good, and this I just led into it. So maybe that has something to do with it. I'm still waiting for mine to come from my comic shop. So I don't know what the hubbub was about, but I can't wait to read it. Thanks for thanks for the heads up. So you see some copies. If I see some copies, man, I'll grab some extra ones and I'll send you one. I'll see if I can find one.
Looks like you pulled Phil's coat to Beneath the Trees.
Oh my God. No, my pleasure, sir. That's an awesome book. I couldn't remember the guy's name. I still can't remember his first name, but his name was Horvath, his last name. And he's a writer. He does all the art. He's doing, and this story is so good, man. It's amazing. I bet he has a background in children's books. He's always wanted to write a darker story because this looks like a children's book, the illustration wise. But once you get into the story, it's just such an adult thing. Yes, Beneath the Trees, where we all sees, and that was my number one of the. Spoiler! I gave it away. Never mind watching that video now. Forget about it.
You'll never guess what my number one was. Never.
I know. The big mystery. What is this? She-Hulk, Blade, and Dracula are happening in Marvel Comics. What? Maybe tomorrow, but one more day, I think might do it. Here's your book, Phantom Road, man. Looks like zombie Ronald Reagan on the cover there or something.
I posted on Instagram about this book. It's like, I don't know what's happening, man. I have no idea. I like the book, but I don't know what's happening, man.
Number 8. So I think they go in 5-issue arcs. So 2 more issues maybe till the end of this arc.
I'm telling you, the last page of this book is like, all right, man, fuck you.
See, that's the way number 5 ended. It left me hang up. What? Now you're going on hiatus? Hey, D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan. Good to see you, homie.
How are you, sir?
Thanks for joining us.
Hubba Bubba Gum. Was that the Hubba Bubba? Yeah. It was like Bubblicious and Hubba Bubba. That was like the heyday of bubble gum. Be like super sweet for the first few chews, and then just after that, nothing.
We got Space Case.
Space Case. I think I owe you some comics too. It will be in the mail very soon. Yes. Space Case. Yeah. So here's a book out. Another book I bet you're talking about is What is the Furthest Place from Here?
We were talking about this before we came on. I have read 15 issues of this book today because I couldn't stop reading it. I couldn't stop.
It's so good.
And I was reading it right up until we came online because I'm just like, I just can't stop reading it, man. This book is really good. Like, why aren't more people talking about this book? It's really good.
I don't know. What the hell?
It's really good.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those where I read the first few issues, but I stopped reading it. But I kept collecting it because I knew I wanted to read it. I just hadn't got to it.
Yep.
And I started it all over today and just read the whole thing, so I had the best view of it. And it's like, man, I'm locked in now. I'm reading it every week now. I'm locked in on this thing.
And man, I did the same thing. I fell behind. I knew it was good at first. I'm going to stack, but if it's not any good, I'm going to cancel it. Once I got caught up, I thought, I am never canceling this. This is so
absolutely
awesome.
Not.
Yeah.
I'm collecting this thing till it's done, dog. I don't care if it gets. It's what I've decided. Like, I'm so into this. It's one of those things where, like, if it goes down for a while, I'm going to ride the down, and hope it gets better.
Yeah.
Because I like this world. I want more answers about this world. What the fuck is going on?
Oh my God.
Just everywhere. Every issue, every page, there's just all kinds of what the fuck going on.
Well, good. That's what we're here for, Sled. That's what we're here. You're welcome to pull people's coats and stuff, and sometimes we get it pulled ourselves. I will
absolutely.
Goma.
I will buy the hardcover for What's the Furthest Place. I will buy hardcover 1,000%. I'll buy it. It's a must-have. I want that book in hardcover.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I haven't seen it, but I'm just saying if I see it, put it in my inbox. It's mine.
See, like if it's I'm not sure how many issues it's going. See, if it goes like maybe 20 issues and they call it quits.
I feel like we have forever. Like, I feel like this thing could just keep going.
I think it will too. Now. I mean, I hope so. I mean, I hate to see it. There's an event happening in the last issue I read. I'm going to talk about this overdue, but you'll see when you read that next issue, which you probably will as soon as we get out of here, because you're hooked on it now.
Yeah, I'm going to finish it for sure. I need them to have an idea. I need them to be like a Time Before Time, which they had a beginning and they had an idea of what the end was, and they worked their way there. Like, I hope they already have an idea of what the end is, and they're working their way towards it. If the end is some unknown thing that they're making up as they go, I hate that.
They're doing a pretty good job of it, though, to make it up as you go along.
So far, so good.
So far, yeah.
But when you write that way, what I see is that you write yourself into corners that you can't get out of. I've never watched it, but the best example of it, is my understanding, is the TV show Lost, which wrote itself into all kinds of corners that it couldn't get out of. It's my understanding. Like I said, I've never watched it, but like I don't like that kind of writing, and I get bored with it.
I think sometimes, especially with TV, well, any property that's ongoing, that is a moneymaker. Lost blew up, and maybe
you can tell.
Yeah, they only had plans to go like X amount of years, and now they're going like Y amount of years. Like, shit, what are we gonna do? Okay, we just like just fudge it, man. Keep going. We're printing money here. So
that's the thing that sucks. Is like, and you saw it in the last episode or last final season of Game of Thrones. It was like they built up this beautiful story with all these interesting things and all these prophecies and all this stuff that meant so much as the story went along. But apparently they found themselves in corners for the final seasons where they couldn't bring all that stuff together the way they needed to make it all meaningful the way they needed to. And so it made everything, like for me, it made everything before mean nothing. Like that show sucks to me now. That show was amazing, but the final season made everything before it suck to me. Like really, it made everything before suck.
I hate to say that because it was so good. It was so.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. Yeah. I hate to say that, but it must have subconsciously made me think the same way because I've only watched one episode of the new series.
Yeah. I'm not watching it.
I'll get back to it.
No, I won't.
Never.
I'll never rewatch it. I'll never rewatch Game of Thrones knowing the way it goes. I'll never rewatch it. I have no interest in it. Because all the stuff that you're excited, like the fun of rewatching something for me is understanding the end and looking at the beginning with the new understanding, right? And being like, oh, to see things like, oh, the writer is setting up the end right here in the first episode. He's setting it up. It's all right there. That kind of writing is the stuff where I will watch it over and over and over again. The Wire is that way.
Yeah.
Where you every single time I watch The Wire, I understand something new that I didn't understand the first time I watched it. I watched it all the way through 3 or 4 times, and every single time I understand something new that I did not understand the first time.
Yeah.
That's what I love, man. That's my favorite kind of writing.
Even that much maligned second season, there's a point to that.
People don't understand what they're talking about. The second season is great.
I know.
People got upset because the second season wasn't about gangster stuff. But it was about very important stuff for what the story that The Wire was trying to tell was a socioeconomic story about the problems and poverty and the reason why our systems suck. And the reasons why our systems suck is because of juking stats. People's jobs and livelihoods depending upon numbers looking a certain way. So what do? They make those fucking numbers look that way. So where the people at the top looking at these numbers are looking at nothing. They're not looking at stats that are giving them any real information because everybody has juked stats in their favor. It's just like that's the overall message of The Wire for me, is that our system is just broken and there's nothing you can do about it.
Wow. See, I never thought of that. That's a way I could, I'll look at it next time I watch it. I'll look at it from that angle.
No, that's why you have to watch it multiple times because it really is telling a socioeconomic story about our country. And it's a really important story to understand if we're ever going to fix it, which we're not, but
if only.
We're not going to, but
and they're telling that story from many angles, from every angle.
That's why the second season is so important.
Yeah, I mean, the guys on the corner slinging rocks to the cops, to the civilians. Everybody's got a story. Everybody's got a story, and it tells that story, just brilliantly. So
that's why the second season is so important because it's telling a very important story about unions and the docks, and all of that stuff is a part of the overall story that they're telling you, man. The best stuff. The Wire is not for everyone. I honestly, I watched the first episode of The Wire like 4 times before I actually watched it. Like I just couldn't get through it. So the Wire is not for everybody. But when I finally got through the first season, I've been obsessed with it ever since, because every single season is a masterpiece, and the whole thing together is a masterpiece. I go on all night about the Wire, dog.
I can't watch another cop show because of the Wire. I mean, Reacher is the only thing close to a cop show that I've watched since the Wire, because everything else seems phony. You know, whatever. You know,
I would not compare it to Soprano. I find it to be a much more serious show than Sopranos. But I only saw the first season of Sopranos. I just didn't watch any more of it because I was really bored.
Get ready for another shock. I've never seen Sopranos except for like a few clips but I will watch it someday. I look forward to maybe watch a few episodes from season 1 to see if I like it. It seemed like it could be interesting, but we'll see. But I never jumped on that.
It's funny. The first season of Sopranos was so long ago that the way I watched it is we rented it from Blockbuster.
I know. And back then there was cable, and we didn't have cable at the time, so I'm not paying for that, So by the time it got, the end, like, oh, maybe I should go back and watch The Wire, or what's the other one, Dexter, which I've never finished that season. Those both seem like good shows, but
I don't know. I don't know if Dexter would hold up, but like the first few seasons of Dexter were awesome. Season 2 is my favorite season of Dexter. His girlfriend, was her name Liv or whatever? She was so sexy.
Oh,
it doesn't end well though. It ends terribly.
Oh, no spoilers.
It's not good at the end. It's so bad though is that they brought Dexter back, and I didn't even go watch it.
Yeah, I did see that they did make a comeback that didn't have much fanfare.
Yeah, I didn't even watch it.
Yeah. I mean, who's that? The Sledhead that mentioned, or maybe it was a Space Case about Seinfeld. Yeah, Seinfeld went out on top, as did The Wire, and what else went out on top? Some other shows, but it's some guy like Seinfeld, or a show like Seinfeld with a guy like Larry David, who's got such power. He can just say like, we're done. He doesn't have the network breathing out their neck saying, you need to make more content for us. This is money for us. So you can say that we have no more ideas for a show about nothing. So go fuck off. You have to know when to cut the cord. That's it. The story's done. Okay, stop it. Isn't Grey's Anatomy still going?
Space Case mentions Dexter, and John Lithgow played the Trinity Killer in season 4, which is the second best season. Is season 4, and in Space Case, I still to this day, I swear to you, think about the conversation that the Trinity Killer would have had with Rita. How much did he tell Rita about Dexter before the end? Like, I think about what did Rita know before the end? What did she know? Like, so fast. Like, the end of that season when that happened, like, that was one of the most shocking TV. It might be the most shocking TV moment ever. Actually, I can't think of a bigger shock moment. Like the end of season 4 of Dexter is nuts. Blew my mind.
See, you probably should have ended after like season 4 or 5, but it's making too much money for Showtime.
Yeah, I think season 5 they brought in Julia Stiles, and I didn't mind her season. It wasn't bad, but the last season, the last 2 seasons were trash. They were really bad.
Shark Jump.
The Wire actually had the same theme song every season, Phil, but it was by a different artist. So
exactly. It was so cool. So cool.
What is your favorite version? Do you remember? My favorite version is the original. I like
Me too. And return to the original for the last season, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yes. That was the gritty blues version. I like that one the best. Yes. And Hooked on Juno. Who knows about this show? I'm glad you brought that up. Mindhunter, not for the faint of heart, but it is based on true events, based on the actual beginning of the FBI profiling becoming a thing, and it talks about how that became a thing and the personal lives of these investigators too. It is really good. It's a Netflix thing.
Good. I agree. I hope we get more of that.
I hope so. That was
the guy, excellent. And you may or not know, but the guy, there's 2 main guys in that, but one of the main guys was the King in Hamilton.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I never finished Hamilton. I'm still got halfway through Hamilton. I got like
the King's songs are my favorite. I love Hamilton. The King's. I'm not really a musical guy, but Hamilton works for me. And the King's songs are my favorite songs. And they're my daughter's songs too, I think.
Yeah, I can be a musical guy, but I'm not really, but I can be. I mean, from time to time, like Tommy and stuff like that. I love those kind of rock operas and things. Jesus Christ Superstar. So there's that.
Sledhead, I guarantee you Lorenzo has not watched Rebel Moon yet, and I have not watched it either.
Rebel Moon. That's a song by somebody, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. And Kaya is another book that we haven't, going back to books, I guess. That's another one that we're stacking. I haven't had a chance to read that yet. And C. Bizzle, glad you brought that up. Yes, I have read Silence of the City. I'm curious as what you think of it. I mean, I personally like it. A lot of people don't. They think it's kind of like it falls short somehow. But I think the last issue is coming out pretty soon, if it hasn't come out already, and I missed it. And I love the art of my guy. Is it Kare Andrews who's doing that? I think that's who it is. I love his art. So I'm in it for that alone. And the story about this woman, this young girl, actually, who's pregnant with this special child. We'll see what happens when the last issue comes out. But the art is awesome. I love it. Oh God, what is this? Barney Rubble. Hey, Fred. Oh God. Yes. No. That's an oldie for you guys.
I'm surprised that Janet got through the first season of True Detective. It is not an easy show to watch.
Oh, she just watched the first episode of this new season with me a couple of days ago. So
the new one with
Jodie Foster, in Alaska. We felt like we're living in fucking Alaska up here. It's dark for 6 months and shit.
So that's not season 1. That's
not season 1.
That's season 4.
Season 1. I don't know if she's ready for that yet.
Season 1 is Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey. Season 2 is Colin, dude from Collateral, Colin, whatever.
Yes.
And that chick.
That guy. Yes. And that was
3 is Colin Cheadle, which I haven't seen that one.
No, that was season 3 is Mahershala Ali.
Not Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
Mahershala.
Yeah.
Which I should watch that one, actually. I should go watch that.
Yeah, you should. That was a better episode, a better season than the second season, I think. Second season wasn't terrible, but it followed the greatest season of number 1, which number 1 was just a great season, I thought. And Woody, of course, and McConaughey bouncing off each other.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Matthew McConaughey's character in that show in season 1 is a true.
Oh God. That's awesome. That is so awesome.
A lot of people love Fargo. And yes, Phil, new story, new cast each season for True Detective.
Yes. Good stuff. Oh, so much good TV. See, that's why I don't need any more networks. I got all this stuff I haven't even watched yet. Not even yet. That's new TV.
People are raving about Jodie Foster in this new one. I guess it's really good. People love it.
The first episode, I think it has such potential. It looks like it's going to be good. But with the actors, I don't know the other young lady who's opposite, who has the history with Jodie Foster. They kind of like rivals. They used to be partners or on the same force. But it looks like there's going to be a lot of good tension between those two. And I look forward to seeing all that. And maybe watch the episode tonight. And I thought that was Billie Eilish. Janet remembers I was saying, is that Billie Eilish? That's as hip as I get, knowing somebody who's out now, because she's won a Grammy. And I've seen, she won a Grammy? What did she do? Oh, that. Okay. Not for me, but good for her. She has a very interesting way of delivering her songs, but God bless her. And she could act too. She's been doing some acting lately in some things. I forgot what she was in. She was in some murder show or some kind of a detective show or something. But good for Billie Eilish. Oh, wait a minute. I haven't finished my books yet. All right. The last few books, so many of them. I thought I did. The Deviant, number 3.
Chat is lit tonight. I love it.
Oh, my goodness. Love it.
I haven't read this yet. I need to get to this. I've been reading What's the Furthest Place, so I haven't read this one yet.
Is this today or last week?
This is today.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, so I'm not too far behind then. I made you look, you dirty crook. Yes, you did. All right, so last couple. Oh no, not even last 5 or 6. All right, Our Bones Dust. I reviewed this a few weeks ago. This is the number 1 was pretty good, so I'm going to give another shot. This is another futuristic thing. It's a kind of a twist. There's these creatures mining what looks like it could be Earth, but it could be some other planet for leftover things. And this is a place where children are a rarity. And this thing is thinking about collecting this child who was found on this planet. But this child is no easy catch. They're pretty badass. Black Hammer. The end. This is the end. Gotta stack this too because funny story. I make it as short as possible. The last series of Black Hammer, I missed number 7, and it went 12 issues. So it took forever to find number 7. So I never finished that issue, that series. So I got to finish that series and then read this one. So that's when one little thing can just mess up your flow, just like that, So, but I know it's going to be good. So not worried. Not worried.
Yeah, I liked Black Hammer Reborn, but I think I would have liked it a lot more had I understood the context of what had happened before.
Yeah. But I guess it helps to know the history because they're always flashing back to all those other weird characters.
There's all kinds of flashbacks, yeah.
Wow, there's another man. I'm learning so much. Look at you guys, what you read today. I know I'm going to read Our Bones Dust. I'm going to read Phantom Road.
An audible gasp.
Man, that happens sometimes. And that
happens to Betsy.
Clutch the pearls. That's when you know the writer has done their job. Like, got him. All right, the nasty.
Mojo's here. We got to start over, guys.
All right, this never happened. Jedi mind trick. Jedi mind trick on everybody. Good to see you. All right, so the nasty is something that I wanted to squeeze into my top 12, 13, whatever our final count was, books of the year, but there just wasn't room. And it's a very good series, but it just couldn't quite break the top, but still a good series. I recommend collecting this. The nasty. All right, last couple. Finally, Santos Sisters #1, 3rd printing. This is a variant cover. You knew about this down there, Jack. Well, this is where I discovered the Santos Sisters down in Portland at Floating World Comics. So this
PNW is in the building.
Woo-hoo. Hey, Santos Sisters, I'm all about it. I'm a completionist with this series for sure. I'm buying every issue they put out because this is hilarious. And I'm through. All right, speaking of Living Color and Mad TV. All right, so last book is Cobra Commander #1. I was lucky. I forget they one for 10. I think this is.
You got a variant.
Yeah.
Did you get the A too, or just the variant?
I think I have the A coming from my comic shop. So yeah, I'll have an A and this one. So I'll have. I'm kind of excited to read this one too, but those other 2 coming out that you guys talking about, I probably bump this behind those others. But this might be a good thing because what they're doing in this Energon universe, these are not your father's Transformers and Decepticons, and these are not your father's. I would imagine your father's Cobra Commander, because it's not going to be any cartoonish villains in this one. These guys are out for blood, and they're just.
It's not a game.
It's not a game. Not a game at all. Hey, Sledhead, if you kind of got you have to have a love for the Archie series, the original Archie style, and then look at something that's totally not like that. it's in that style, but it's very much adult oriented as far as the content goes. It's not obscene or anything, but it's just it's kind of trippy and adult. That's all I can describe it. But I think it's a good time if you have a sense of humor and you like that kind of stuff. See, but I dragged y'all did drag me around the mall. I remember that glorious day and that sunny September weather. I remember that so well, like it was many years ago. Someday we'll see the sun again soon. Living in Alaska. All right, so good times, boys. Thanks so much for doing that. So, yep. Back to that. And what else are we going to do today? Oh, I may have a review or two.
Let's do it.
Oh, let's mess around and do that.
Let's fuck around and find out.
That's right.
All right, go full screen for this one. This one's all you, though.
Oh, you just want to hide.
Yeah, I do.
All right. We'll do it for you. Even go old school. All right, let me get the full screen thing here. Surcam goes to the bathroom. All right. So the first one is going to be. Oh, that music is so loud. The first one is going to be the Book of Butcher. Book of Butcher came out, say a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, but it hasn't been. It's been a while since I've had a chance to read it.
I actually haven't read it yet.
Oh, I won't spoil anything, but
no, you can spoil it. I don't care.
Okay, all right, done. This just follows Maxine as she goes into her training to become a Black Mask. Maxine Slaughter has been recruited by the White Mask lady whose name escapes me. All the White Masks, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, her.
Is it Claude? No, I don't know. I can't think of it.
Claudine, yeah, the white.
Cecilia,
exactly. Something with a C. Yeah, she's recruited Claudine. She's recruited Maxine to become a Black Mask because the Black Masks are just the coolest. And to do this, she's got to go and train. She's got to train down in Louisiana, of all places, with this cat who's part of the House of Boucher, or the Butcher, if you, as they have been known to be called. His name is Louis Boucher, and they live in this. Oh, he lives in this swamp, and he has Maxine out there trying to kill this obscura type, excuse me, and she's having a hell of a time.
So this is in the past, right?
Oh no, this is now. Maxine. They're training her to take over our girl's place. So
okay,
that's what's happening. You know, she's
I
as
thought
I thought
this would be in the past, like a Book of Slaughter was.
Oh no, they caught up. Sometimes they dip back in the past, but she's actively training her to take her place, and she's having a hell of a time killing this obscura type. I always call it an obscura type, but and she can't understand why. So she's also reporting back to Cecilia like every couple of weeks or so, doing her training during this grueling training in the swamps of Louisiana, and telling her about Cecilia. Even though she's not one of the Blue Masks, which I think are the secret agents or the spies, she's really kind of meddlesome, and she wants to know a lot about everybody. So she wants Maxine to report to her about what this guy is doing. This guy is no fool too. He has nothing to do with. He doesn't really want to deal with Maxine or Cecilia, but he's going to go through his requirements as is required of the Order of St. George. So he just does it anyway. And what happens eventually, he tells her, "Why don't you just read? You know, I mean, I'm not going to help you. You know." So she starts reading out of his vast library he has there, and in this library, they talk about all the different types of monsters that exist in the world. And this is the coolest part about this book to me, is that they have text pages that explain everything, and those explanations explain every monster that exists, including, well, except maybe kaiju, but they talk about everything that exists. Well, dragons could be considered kaiju. They talk about dragons. They talk about werewolves, vampires, ghosts, demons, and all those things are clearly monsters that have been created by people's memories and people's fears. People's fears. So, and all these pages talk about in depth each one and how they came to be and how to defeat them. You know, it's in many cases. This one is what the Nosfera type, which is like basically the vampire. You know, a Nosfera type is a vampire, and then there's a lycanthrope, a chimera type, which is the werewolf and werewolf-like creatures, and it goes into all the myths and legends of all the monsters that you can imagine. If there's a monster, it's in here, and of course, the biggest one is the dragon, which is under the category of. Wait for it. A Draco type, of course. What else would it be? A Draco type. So a Draco type is a dragon, and that's why the dragon, each house has a dragon that's represented by the biggest monster that exists. It's such an informative book, man. It's a $10 book, but if you're a SIKTC fan, you gotta have this. You gotta maybe wait for. Oh man, it's necessary. And the first time, oh, here we go, another one of these books with text in it. But it took me like an hour to read it, but it was so entertaining and it was so good. And at the end, I won't say what happens at the end, but there's more stuff coming. She's going somewhere else to train. I won't say where. And eventually she is going to be at the House of Slaughter, which is in Chicago. And they haven't even, there's so much stuff in this series they haven't even touched on yet. Like, why is the New York office closed? The New York house closed? What happened there? You know, they talk about what happened in the house of Boucher here, or what you call the La Maison de Boucher. They talk about what happened there and how they fell apart and what happened with Jace. And now they're going to pick up with Jace Boucher in the upcoming House of Slaughter series, I think, at number 21. Jace is running for his life now because they're after him. They're after our girl. So they're just Erica. They're after Erica. They're after Jace. So those are just you know. I got a feeling they're gonna catch Jace. Hopefully they won't catch Erica, but Maxine is going to be her replacement. So there's that. And man, get this book, man. If you can find it somewhere, like maybe at a discount sale or something, pick it up there. But pay full price if you have to. If you're a SIKTC fan, you got to have this. This is awesome.
I like that cover. It's a nice A cover.
It is. Guess who drew that?
Dan Mora, right?
You know it. Man cannot do a bad cover, huh? And he's doing covers everywhere. I mean, he's so versatile. He does everything. Are the superheroes. All right, the next one is Pine and Merrimack. Pine and Merrimack was a penultimate book just a couple of weeks ago. This is from
also from Louisiana, Space Case.
Who's that?
Bobby Boucher.
Oh, that's right.
From the Water Boy.
Oh, okay. That name Boucher is so smooth, isn't it? It's French. Pine and Merrimack follows this couple. Her name is Linnea, and his name is Parker. And Parker is pretty much the muscle, and Linnea is the brains of the operation. Linnea started her life as a policeman or a police officer, because her sister was murdered, and she made sure that she was going to, I guess, be an officer of the law to just make up for that horrible loss in her life. Turns out, though, she really, really, really hates murder. I mean, she really can't stand it. I mean, that's a hell of a thing that, your profession, you can't do it. So she had to get out of being a homicide detective. And she decided to move along with her husband, who was an MMA fighter, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Not just a big, strong thug. He's an MMA fighter. He gave up his career to move to her hometown and set up a detective agency on the corner of Pine and Merrimack, which is like State and Madison in this little small town here. So everything's going great, and she doesn't take any cases. Or she takes every case, I should say, except for missing persons and homicide cases, because she hates murder. She really, really hates murder. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. But so, of course, one day a guy comes in. Then there's crazy people throwing like poop against the window. That's what happens in a small town. I guess you can't really hide from them because she does the infidelity thing, which is a lot safer, I guess, in some ways. But unless you kind of like the detectives who work on cheaters, you just find out. I love cheaters. Did I mention I love cheaters? It's such my dirty.
Loves that show.
Oh, one of my dirty pleasures, man. It's so trashy, but it's so funny to catch people like busted and disgusted, and it's like, you're never around. That's all I got. That's why I fucked the paper boy, because you're never around. Don't judge me. But anyway, that's what they've been doing, infidelity cases. And one woman who got caught cheating, she's throwing poop against the window. So they think that's the worst that can happen. This is not murder, until someone walks in one day with not a murder case, but with a missing persons case. And this girl reminds Linnea of her sister. And to the surprise of Tanner, she just says, "We'll take it." And for that reason, they go on this whole new journey. Like, are you sure you want to do this? Because she's going to be triggered, because she had to leave her career because of not being able to deal with that stuff. For a first issue, this is Kyle Starks and Fran Galan, by the way. I forgot to mention the props for the other people. Kyle Starks, the writer, and Fran Galan is the artist. Good art, excellent story. That's what keeps me around for this. I mean, I'm loving detective stories of all kinds. So any kind of a detective story worth its salt, I will follow until you give me reason to do otherwise. And this looks like it's worth following with the character development. And I kind of just like these people, and I want to see how she is going to get through this case of this missing girl who reminds her of her sister, and it's very triggering for her. So Pine and Merrimack, also another good series that you might want to pick up.
Interesting. Kyle Starks.
Kyle
Where
Starks.
Monsters Lie.
Where Monsters Lie. That's right. That's right.
6 sidekicks of Trigger Keaton.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of good stuff under their belt. So that's why, okay, I'm down with this. To see where it goes for sure. I haven't seen a lot of Adam Sandler movies, other than
he's from Waterboy.
Probably what it is. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So the third one is I don't have an actual book for it, and I normally don't like to take like PDFs because I like the aspect of having a physical book in my hands, but something told me to okay, go ahead and read this PDF. And this PDF is from last week's penultimate book, which was Edie. Now, there's a trailer for Edie in case you guys missed last week's show. So I'm going to show that first, and then I'm going to talk about my thoughts on it.
Your body needs food. But what happens when we don't eat?
So you don't miss burgers, chicken tenders, ribs, meat?
I don't know. It seems wrong to eat anything with a face. Rice is like my one swipe right.
I thought we established in the great lunchroom debate of last week that you are too good for that creepo.
All I'm saying is, it's time to declare time of death on Edie's social life.
I don't know what it is, but this thing in the woods infected me. Or maybe it ate me or something. But I don't think I'm original parts anymore. You know how it is, Taylor. Sometimes you are what you eat. Other times, you are what eats you.
Wisdom. So
that was a lot. It was
a lot. It was a lot to take in there. But as you can see, this is kind of a combination of a teenage, I guess, coming of age story combined with alien takeover of the body and body horror. If you don't like body horror, don't pick this up, because you just barking up the wrong tree. And it's pretty well done. There's a scene, as you can see, where she's trying to get with this this football player who's likely a douche, and her friend is telling her, like, you know, he's a creepo. You should leave him alone. And there's another guy who she grew up with, who used to, I guess, like, they grew up together playing around and used to fart in her face as a kid, you know. But she doesn't like him because, you know, he's handsome right now and seems nice. You know, he's not the football player. He's not the bad boy, you know, the forbidden fruit, you know. So the bad boy, to the shock of both her and her friend, come over to her lunchroom table and invite her to a party that night, you know. And Edie's mom is a single mom, and I think she either left her father, and Edie is kind of a daddy's girl, so she holds that against her mother, who's trying to be a good mom, actually. So Edie's mom goes to work. She's working double shifts. So her and her girl take off to the party. All right, so they get to the party, and it looks like, you know, everyone there, you walk into a situation where everybody knows why you're there, and you wondering why they're so glad to see you. That's probably a bad situation. You know, so the girls at the party, oh, she's finally here, you know, and they clear the floor, and the guy comes over, the football player comes over and introduces, it's like, you know, hey, baby, what's up? You know, they start kissing and stuff, and, you know, they sneak off, and one thing leads to another. They talk about an assault in this thing. I always worry about that, because sometimes they show assaults and things like that too graphically in TV shows and in comics, and that's very triggering for a lot of people that have suffered those things. Because we don't need to. I mean, you can just infer that, and we get the idea. You have to show, like, every step of the way what's happening, and it does a pretty good job of that. So it just infers that this guy, you know, assaults her, but at the same time, as she runs out of the car to escape him, she runs to the woods where this meteor shower is happening that night, just so happens. And one of the meteors crashes, and she falls into this vat of goop, and it's clearly going to have some effect on her. And it's such a good setup. We don't see everything that's going to happen yet, because it ends pretty much with her discovering the goop. So question is, do you want to read issue number 2? I say yes. Yes, I want to see what they're going to do with this, because there's one way you could go. You could just have her, this tragic story where she becomes this monster and melts like the Incredible Melting Man, which is just this awful movie made years ago. Or it could be a bit of a twist, and something happens. See, maybe she gets back at that asshole who assaulted her, or something like that, you know. But a lot of things could happen in this. So for that reason, I'm still staying in on Edie. That was a book that was submitted to me too. So yeah, I'm totally down with that, and I recommend Edie. If I had one, a solid copy, I'd hold it up and show it to you. But I don't have one because there was no solid copy. But yeah, there's that. Hey,
I am curious what the goop does.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I would love to know what's happening with that. So for that reason, I will stick in and see what's happening with Edie. Edie is from Blood Moon Comics, I want to say, and I forgot who the. I don't have the. Yeah, Blood Moon, but I don't have the physical copy anymore. You guys saw the writers on there, and you can go to YouTube. There's a Blood Moon Comics YouTube. You can see that trailer again and relive it all. So yeah, there's that. Awesome. All right, so next week.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper and have me up in the limousine.
I know, man. Biggie Smalls. New comics this week. What do we got? All right, here we are.
Eddie Murphy movie. The answer is Boomerang. That's my favorite Eddie Murphy movie. I love Boomerang.
Oh,
it's so good. It's so funny.
That might
and Boomerang taught me about love too. Lust and love. Important lessons about lust and love.
Love should have brought your ass home last night.
Yeah, that line is forever a classic, dude.
Young Halle Berry.
I'm telling you, man, like the way that I felt as a kid watching him lose Halle Berry, it was serious business. Like you don't want to lose Halle Berry.
For Robin Givens. For the all-time gold digger of all time. Okay,
in that movie, she was bad, dog.
Of course,
honestly,
she was bad.
As a kid, I wanted Robin Givens too, but like during the course of the movie, you realize what's important is, someone you can be real with.
Exactly. And I
That's
think
what Holly was.
And I think they put Robin in there because she had a reputation, after the whole Mike Tyson.
Oh, she played the character perfectly, man. She was so good.
Yeah. She was. Yeah.
But so many people in that movie. David Allen Greer, Martin Lawrence. Who else is in that movie? Dave Chappelle.
Grace Jones? Is it Grace Jones?
Huh?
Wasn't Grace Jones Stranger?
Yeah, Stranger.
Stranger. Yeah.
All kinds of
love that name.
48 Hours is another. I love Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy. Awesome.
40 Hours is coming back, baby. Oh, yeah, Eartha Kitt, too. Eartha Kitt.
Awesome characters.
Eartha Kitt. what boy asked him,
Marcus.
What you trying to tell me you hit it? Well, I wouldn't say that. Can you make it darker?
Classic,
no, it's as dark as it gets.
And then he doesn't get the job. Robin Givens gets it. Yeah, dude. Classic movie. Love that movie. And one thing I loved about that movie as a kid, is you see nothing but black professionals, and back then that was not something you really saw.
It was rare.
That movie is nothing but black professionals, which was a big deal to me as a kid.
Yeah. All right, so next week we're looking at Detective Comics. You can take a quick gander at that to see what it's like. It was loading just perfectly a little while ago.
Someone was, I think it was Space Case, was bringing up Detective Comics. I have not read it, but by all accounts, Ram V is killing it right now with Detective Comics.
I know. I mean, so much of me wants to drop Batman and pick up Detective, but I'm so notorious for not having straight runs. Now that I've had a straight run on Batman for a while, I want to keep going. But this could be the better detective book. I mean, the better Batman book, I should say.
I'm stuck with Batman Volume 3 till it ends. I've got 86 until the end.
All right. Well, God bless. All right. What else we got here? We're looking at this one. What page are you guys looking at? Oh, you're looking at this one. Okay. All right. So next one. Next we're going to look at here is what do we got? Superior Spider-Man. Is anybody reading Superior Spider-Man?
No.
I tell you, I read the first one of these. I didn't read the second one yet, but third one is coming out pretty soon, looks like. I liked it. I think, share this tab. I think this, the Dan Slott books might be better than the ASM books right now. The regular Spider-Man, they could have just kept going with that one, but they had to change it. Now they got another Spider-Man going with the Superior Spider-Man, but it's good so far. So if you're not reading this, you might want to check it out because oh, well, look at this homage. They can get me with those homages, man.
Oh, that's the Spider-Man cover, huh? Yeah, the first was it first Kingpin?
Yes, good. And what number is that?
I don't know the number. 30 something. I'm guessing though.
50. 50 even. Yeah. So yeah, I am the last person to know every number of every book of every key, but I do remember this one. I do remember that one. That's the only interest cover they have there. So yeah, I don't know. I probably will pick up some more of those, but no promises.
Got them.
Yep. All right, what else we got? I heard the Penguin is very good. I've only got the number 1 of that. Haven't read it. Have you read that?
I have it, but I have not. Oh no, I did read it. I forgot I did read it. It was about his kids. I liked that book. Yeah.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, they're saying it's a winner, but I haven't read number 1 yet, so I gotta figure out if I want to deal with that or not. Punisher, I never jumped on
again because I can't quite remember it now. I remember it being about his kids, though.
How about that Universal Studios Dracula that our boy is writing, Mr. James?
I have it, but I have that, but I have not read it yet.
If you love, you think of it, but I really like the Bela Lugosi Dracula. So the way that he's writing this and the way that the artist is drawing it, the guy from the Department of Truth, that artist, he's drawing that
Martin Simmons.
Simmons, there you go, Simmons. Yeah, he's this. It's not going to be any. If you're looking for keys and that kind of stuff like that, but just for an entertaining, dark comic about a classic movie and James Tynion's take on it, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I'm never worried about keys. I'm just worried about reading fun stories like "What's the Furthest Place from Here," which is a really fun story. That book shot up my list, dude. That book skyrocketed up my list today.
It should. I mean, it should be on everyone's list. Everybody who likes indie comics, man. I know I'm being kind of general, but Ghost Machine. Let's talk about Ghost Machine. I know you're up on that. I know you probably have pre-ordered this, haven't you?
I'm ready. Red Coat number 1. Has that come out already? Did I miss that, or it hasn't come out?
I don't think it has. If so, we both missed it. I don't think it has. They would probably have pulled that for me, I think, because they know I'm pulling everything Geiger from the Geigerverse.
No, it's not. It's not till April. Okay, we did not miss it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that character. He was in the 80-page one, and I really liked that character. He was interesting dude.
Kind of almost kind of like like you ever watch Sleepy Hollow? The first couple of seasons of that on Fox with Ichabod Crane in the present day.
No, I think my wife watched that though.
Yeah, I actually liked the first couple of seasons. It was very cool to see him just be thrown into this modern era, from the world of 1776. It was good for it. Of course, it jumped the shark after the 3rd season, but it was good for a while. It kind of put me in the mind of that show a little bit. And the actor was very good too. He was very, his detective partner was getting package delivered, like more gifts from the Amazon. Like, yes, they just come to our house. It's just magic now these days. There are a lot of good covers for this. Like almost too many to mention. Who's got one here? Looks like Ivan Rice. Was it Reese? Ivan Rice has a cover here.
Nice. I think he had some Basilisk covers that I like.
Yeah. He's done a lot of, especially spooky covers. He's very good at that. Jason Fabak.
I like him too. He's really good.
Now, Rook. Has Rook been introduced yet, or is that
I don't know.
Character yet to be introduced? Yeah, so it must be maybe Rook's first appearance in this book here. But that's an interesting looking character there. So yeah, I mean, how many copies have you ordered so far?
I've got the Francis Maniple cover and the A cover. I think that's all I did though. I did get the Francis
Maniple, another good artist, another very, very good artist. Amazon's attacked. I kind of fell off of that. Oh, yeah. Damn them all. Amazon's attacked. Oh,
no, the Francis Manipool cover. I actually ordered it sight unseen. I couldn't even see what it was when I ordered it. I just ordered it because it was him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he's awesome. Damn them all. We both pulled that in the beginning, right?
Yeah, I got off that book.
Well, those who stayed on. For those who stayed on, number 12 is coming out. This is the end of the series. I know it ended an arc before, but I might finish this at some point. If this is it, I mean, this is number 12 is it for this. It's going to be, not this arc or anything. It's just it for the series. I might find a trade and finish that series because it was okay, but not enough for me to stay on it. So probably you felt the same way.
I had 5. I think I read 5 or 6 issues, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not."
Yeah. Emperor Thrawn alliances. Anybody? Star Wars fans out there?
Sledhead was down with Damn Them All, so.
Oh, okay.
So we do have some love out here for Damn Them All.
Sure, and that's what I'm thinking. I think I may have missed out a little bit. I hate missing out, so I may have to catch up on that and just see if that was really a good series or just a flash in the pan. Hexagon Bridge. I read the first issue of that one. It was pretty good. What else we got? Star Trek Defiant. I'm not a big Star Trek as I am Star Wars person. Is that bad?
Now Defiant, was that the name of this DS9 ship? Am I tripping?
Let's see.
Because it doesn't look like there's Cisco in there, but I think that was the name of the.
That
was how DS9 was stuck on a space station, so they used the Defiant to get out and have some Star Trek-y missions out in the world. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, but I might be making that up.
They don't mention Cisco here, but they mention Commander Sella. Does that ring a bell for anybody?
No, but I forget. It's been a really long time since I watched DS9.
Yeah, you can see in this right here, it shows it a little bit as far as the description. I don't see his name in there.
Yeah.
So I'll
look it up later.
All right, what else we got? Moving along here. This was kind of, I don't know, maybe this time of year, just not a lot coming out. Am I imagining that? Because I did have a huge haul today, and oh my God, my mycomicshop.com order, I don't even want to say how much I spent on that. Just insane. I saw so much stuff that I liked, and I tried to keep it low, but it didn't stay that way. So I after having the smallest unboxing in history a couple of days ago, I'll probably go to the biggest one next week.
Yeah, Worf was the captain of Defiant. Worf was on DS9. He was hooked up with Jed Sia. I love Dax. She was cool. She was hot to me too.
Those hot aliens, huh?
Yeah, I love those. She had those brown dots on the side of her head.
I know.
She had been a man multiple times in previous lives. That character was crazy.
Hey, you believe in past lives? We've all been different sexes and different identities at one point or another.
The way that one worked, her character there was a little it was not a parasite, but it was like a co-union. So they would put this thing in you, and you would become one with it. And so that's how you were previous people, is because that thing was in previous people.
Put that thing in you. Ew.
Yeah, that was a crazy character. DC is for the kids. Trick a lot of kids.
That's right.
I think DC books are better than Marvel books, personally.
At this point in time, yes. Rumpus Room number 5. That's the end of that series too. Oh my God, y'all! If you're not reading Rumpus Room, oh my God, you gotta read Rumpus Room.
I'm definitely getting the trade. I love Mark Russell.
Get that trade. Yeah. Oh my God, it's just so. It's funny. It's dark, and it's like topical because it just kind of like illustrates how billionaires think of us. I just heard on the radio today that the first trillionaire may be happening soon. That made me a little sad.
Good for them.
That made me a little sad, though. I mean, first of all, billionaires shouldn't exist. Now, if trillionaires start, that's the end, maybe. That's
symbiotic. Symbiotic was the word I was looking for. Thank you, Mojo.
Symbiote. We know about symbiotes now. What else?
He had a symbiote.
Invasive. Invasive number 2. Invasive was also reviewed.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was good.
Yeah. Remember what it was about?
Some kind of virus, right?
Well, it's about these people, and it's by our guy Cullen Bunn. Yes, from that Bunn verse. These people who are addicted to surgery and elective surgeries. Okay. Now, they're one of the ongoing storylines because the two main characters have family members who are in that group of people. But now there's some really bad person who is doing unelective surgeries on people, and taking those folks and just carving them up like lab specimens. So this detective and this doctor are working to find out who the hell is doing that. So I will be picking up number 2 of that, just because I like that series.
You sicko.
I am a sicko in some ways. Slow Burn, I had number 1. I did like Slow Burn. Slow Burn is about this town in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania, that has a coal mine in it that has been burning for decades. It literally has been on fire for decades. Yeah. Some genius decided to set it on fire. What could happen? It's going to burn out, right? Nope. Still burning. Still burning. I mean, people do dumb shit, man. I mean, there's actually a nuclear fire we talked about before a few weeks ago under Missouri.
Yeah.
Under St. Louis. Yeah. Yeah. What the hell? What's up, people? So I'll get to catch up on Slow Burn.
Everything's fine. Professionals know what they're doing. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Now, looky here. Crashdown. Do we think it's going to come out? Let's see.
Yeah, I think it'll come out.
I hope so. I pre-ordered this a long time ago.
I'm sure my shop's not going to have it, so I pre-ordered it. I like me some Comic Time. I like Fire Guy Ryan. I hope it's good.
Me too.
Me too. I'm not gonna pretend it's good if it's not good, though. So,
I know, right? I'm rooting for them for it to be good. I really hope it is good. And the fact that it's taking this long gives me hope that it is good because they're trying to get it right.
It was supposed to come out a while ago.
Yeah. I bet there's probably schedule conflicts, between the writers and between Ben Templesmith, who actually does the interior art too. It's not a bait and switch with cover artists and another interior artist, because you got a lot of good covers too. You got the David Mack. David Mack covers usually kind of look similar, but they're usually pretty awesome. They do, but they're all pretty awesome too, though.
No, he's great, but his covers don't usually get me. But
yeah,
great, though.
It's like a style, like like sometimes I'll see an Alex Ross cover that's not like an Alex Ross cover. Oh, that's Alex Ross. He doesn't have I can't really tell it's this work all the time, but I can usually tell a David Mack cover right away.
I got that Metroid one. I had to get that one. And I had to get the Event Horizon one.
This is the Event Horizon one. Yeah. I'm going to show you.
Their faces are kind of weird, but I still got it.
Oh, God. You and your critiques.
Tell me I'm wrong. Their faces are kind of weird.
Wrong. You asked me to do it. All right, what else? What else we got? I also
got the Virgin cover of the A cover.
Oh, yeah. I think I may have ordered this one. I know I ordered 3 covers. I hope this was one of them. This is clearly the Justice League homage here. So, any kind of homage cover. Gotta have it.
Sucker.
Well, now that's what I want. It's only I only feel like I feel like I'm a sucker when it's a terrible book and it has this great cover on it. And now I'm stuck with this terrible book with just a great cover on it, but
no, I just mean it in that in this comic book thing, I don't chase the hot book or I don't chase things that are supposed to be valuable. I don't allow myself to feel FOMO over those things, but for the things that I love, I just let my FOMO live.
That's what I'm saying.
Free. That's why I was gonna say that's why I have 136 issues, or I have 136 copies of 35 issues of Something Is Killing the Children because I just let it go.
That's a lot.
136 issues of a 35 issue comic. I'm sorry, no, that's a lie. It's 165. That's my bad. 160.
So you like variants then, huh? I can tell. I can tell that you like variants.
That's what I mean. So I'm a sucker. That's what I mean. I am a sucker.
We're all suckers. We're all suckers. Me too. It's a sucker for your love, as Tina Marie would say.
Love is for suckers. What's up, Codsiz?
It's easy for you to say. All right, what else? We got this Justice Ducks thing that's supposed to come out a couple of weeks ago. We'll see about that. Dear Editor, did Dear Editor come out already? Because it was last week's week before last. I want to say his penultimate book. It hasn't come out.
I saw you promised me Sparks Comics. I saw he had a copy of it already.
This must be a misprint then. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah, they just they put the.
He might have got an advance. He might have got an advance copy.
He might have. Send me the advance copy. Nobody. Oh man, I feel left out. Skeeters wasn't a penultimate book. Number 2 is finally coming out. I like number 1.
Yeah, I have number 1. I have not read it yet though.
Yeah, it's funny, man. It's from Mad Cave. Right. Mad Cave is that's
why I got it. I love Mad Cave books.
Now, here's the thing. Zenoscope. How do you feel about Zenoscope books?
They don't really seem like my style.
That's the thing. They always have these awesome. They're kind of cut from the same cloth, I guess, because they're kind of like TNA and an awesome cover. So they sucker in and cover folks like me. You can't tell me this is not Zatanna. This is not Zatanna. Zatanna on a rough day where she's like slumming at the punk party or something. This is totally Zatanna. So, but hey, it's Van Helsing. It's hot
sales, right?
Hey, I ain't here to hate. I'm just pointing it out, But hey, whatever floats your boat. All right, what else we got?
I don't really do Dynamite, and I don't do Zenoscope.
Now I won't just do a blanket, ban like that. I will buy a Dynamite. It's good. I mean,
I will buy one. It's just they have not had a book that I want.
Yes, they're known for the TNA. Let's say, it's a lot of T's and A's. There was Another Life hasn't come out yet, nor is Tales from the Grave. Oh my God!
Me and Phil are thinking the same. I'm the same way, Phil. They're the same company to me.
They're the same company. All the same. Okay, let's take another one just for shits and giggles. What the hell? Holmes and Houdini. This could be very, very bad. Very bad. Or it could be okay. Ancient secret societies, mysterious advanced technologies, bloodlines tied to the end of the world. Few names hold such. Oh, I didn't pull it up. My bad. Oh, my bad. I'm so excited to get to it. Few names hold such a high prestige and weight as those of Holmes and Houdini. Spencer Holmes and Erica Houdini. I guess the chick is named Spencer too. Okay, right on. They have known that way too well.
This is their kids or what?
Yeah, this is Houdini's kids and Holmes's kids, Watson and Holmes. Because I don't know which one is Watson, which one is Holmes, and which one is Houdini. Watson. But you see what I'm saying? It's like the idea of Houdini and Holmes's kids being teamed up could be cool, but it looks like it's just going to be a titty fest. It's like, I don't know. It could be good, but so don't miss this thrilling first issue. $5.99, $6.
Hey man, they know their market and they're shooting for it.
Hey, well, God bless. It won't be us, apparently. They'll be getting that. Charm City. I remember Charm City like way back was the penultimate book. And number 1 took forever to come out. And number 3 is just now coming out from Scout. So, that's how Scout kind of rolls sometimes, They're a little late.
That Blade in the Dark book is crazy. It's like the first book, it came out in like 2021, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a huge gap between 1 and 2. Like that book seems like, I feel like they're on a schedule now though, because there's 3 months straight of it coming out. But there's a long break on that book.
One thing about Scout though, they may take a long break. They may take a long time, but it'll come out eventually. Like Death Drop, Drag Assassin. That's number 3. Rad Wraith. All these books are just now getting out. Oh, but And here comes Calico. I remember reading the first issue of that when it was self-published. It may still be self-published, but I think it has another publisher. It's at number 8 now. This is like a really radical animal rights person who's like that's like does in people who do animals wrong, which I can't be mad at him for that. Yes, let's get those fuckers. Distemper. Distemper was a book that I think was a penultimate book a while back. So number 1 apparently is out. What else we got here? Oh, I tell you what. I was not even paying attention. This means it's time for the penultimate book. I totally missed it. So let's get all our ducks in a row and sit back and get our popcorn and watch the penultimate book, folks, because here it comes.
What up, right. Slim Jim? Slim Jim Longfoot. What up,
what's up, Slim Jim? So it is time for the penultimate book. And we all know that the penultimate book, actually don't know, but the penultimate book for this week is called Super Scouts. Super Scouts, number 1. Of course, because I only do number 1s, right? Of course. I'm the kind of guy. Yeah, right. That's right. And Super Scouts, I tell you, let's talk about Super Scouts here. Here's a little thing for it.
Yeah, baby.
Yes, baby. All right. I just fell in love with my song there for a second. All right. Sorry, I'm having a moment. All right, here we go. 30 years after they were the stars of the hit Super Sentai show, Super Scouts, the washed-up actors discovered their show was based on a real intergalactic war. Now, to save the galaxy, of course, they must become the heroes they once pretended to be. From Ryan Little, the co-creator of the Disney Plus series, I Am Groot, and What If Season 2, comes an exciting new superhero team ready to save the galaxy from whatever might be headed its way. All right,
who's the publisher? It's CFX?
CEX. CEX. Comics Experience Publishing. Okay. Don't you know? And this is by Ryan Little and Bruno Oliveira. And the buzz is that it's Power Rangers meets Galaxy Quest. I'm not up on Galaxy Quest as much as I am Power Rangers. So I'm not that much up on either. But it's got some good covers. Got the Oliveira variant, cover B here. And it looks like it was crowdfunded on Kickstarter, as many books are these days. Yeah. So that's the way to do it now, man. Just get that crowdfunding, get it out there, and then maybe a big publisher might pick you up. There's a cover C, Sheehan cover C. Oh, very, very, very Power Rangers-y. Very Power Rangers-y. But from what the chat says down below, or the chat in this page says that they enjoyed the Kickstarter version, and they found it quite entertaining. You can see some of that that banter from the video with the bumping music shows you. There was a lot of funny banter with this character is called what is he called? Tuninglis, I think. Just kind of slipped through the cracks there because he tunnels through things. So,
Cunnilingus?
Tunnel, yeah. So it's like a lot of tongue-in-cheek humor going on there. So I think Super Scouts, if you can find it, might be something you might want to check out. So that's a big if too.
I'm kind of interested. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah. I think I might like that. All right, so the final book we're going to take a look at here. Finally, there's not a ton of stuff that, to be honest, this week, man. I mean, I wouldn't say it's Slim Pickens. I want to bring his name up in vain, but there was like one more book I wanted to see, and I can't remember which one that was. God, help me out, folks. Which one was it? Get into my mind. Tell me what it was. Fuck it. I'm gonna go with this one. Bombshell and Tom Tom. Let's take a look at that one. Open link in the new tab. How bad could it be?
How bad?
Bombshell and Tom Tom. She looks kind of like Marjorie Taylor Greene a little bit.
Oh no.
Tom Tom, Bombshell and Tom Tom. I'm assuming she's Bombshell. And I'm thinking the robot. Yeah. And then the red robot is Tom Tom. Yes, that is that's something. But what is it? This two Toad Boss. It's like basically it's a long convoluted thing here. I want to read that, but it's Tom Tom. I think is the robot. Bombshell is the chick with the rifle, who's wearing the jack boots and everything. It looks like it's Nazis fighting Nazis. It's got the other covers don't look that hot, but there's something there, I guess. I mean, it's kind of like, and this American Mythology Productions, that's also a kind of a hit or miss company for me sometimes. They've had some okay stuff and some stuff that I have. There's a Zorro book that was okay, but I don't know. This cover kind of drew me in with the MTG and the robot thing. So yeah, so it's number 3. So it's not a number 1. So you be jumping in the middle of the story. So if you do check it out, let me know what happened. We'll be waiting for that. That's all we got, folks. Report back. That's your assignment for this week. Find Bombshell and Tom Tom. MTG. I know. Marjorie Trader Goon. Yes, she would be in there. Okay, I know. All right, I know that, but it was like, a fun thing. I don't think it would be too invasive. Help me out here. Help me. Help an old man figure out what the hell he was going to look at for the last book. So we've come
another week in the books, baby.
Another one in the books, and man, it was quite a fun week. We had some good some good comments, good discussions about our favorite TV shows.
Chat was great, man. It was great.
Awesome. So hey. All right. So yeah. I mean, I got nothing more to add other than all you guys are awesome. And thank you all for stopping by. And hopefully we'll be able to do this thing again next week. Those prizes I promise you will be coming out by the weekend. I promise you, and they'll be landing on your doorstep, if not caught in a snowstorm or something. So look for them in the future. Thanks to everyone, Phil, all you guys, Mojo, Rude, so many folks, Peter. Oh my God, there's so many folks.
Artanian, Mojo, Toxic, Space Case.
Yes.
Redhead, all the Jose came through. Who was late? Was it Jose that was late? Don't let that happen again. Or maybe it was Mojo that was late.
It was Mojo that was late. Yeah. Jose is never late. Yes.
Good times.
No one's ever late, but that's the way it is. We're just glad to have you whenever you can make it. So intelligent. That's right.
Staples fine. Okay.
That's right. Check out his Staples. Check out his Staple Sounds too. I've been listening to that Staple Sounds, keeping me warm in this cold winter. On X-Ray FM. You can check out X-Ray FM on the computer on the World Wide Web internets if you don't live in Portland. So that's a awesome station. They got great stuff on that station. Jack is just one of the many volunteer DJs on that station. All right, go ahead.
Awesome.
So that's all we got. Any closing words, son?
Have a good week, y'all. See you next week. Check me out on Instagram. I'm making
that's right.
Stuff.
He's going viral on Instagram. Circumstances on Instagram, man. I'm so proud of you. He's not going to talk to us after a while. He's going to be so big and big-headed.
That's my goal, is to get too big and act like I don't know any of you.
Oh no, that's right. That's right. Till next time, we see you guys. Take care.